Welcome into Jacksonville, Florida, the Kings lair, where the Jacksonville Kings play host to the Carolina Skyhawks. Simulation football Week 10 action set to get underway. I'm Steven Hacker along with Wade Phillips. Tonight, the 6-3 Jacksonville Kings hosting the 5-4 Carolina Skyhawks. Wade, let's hear today's key points to this matchup.
It's definitely going to be a matchup of two running backs that like to run and receive and are very prolific when they do it. King Gossett on Jacksonville is a giant target hog that just gobbles up every 9-10 yard pass that comes his way. And on Carolina, definitely the rookie Monty Wyatt needs to come out and make an impact in this game. Logan Jack, definitely if they go away from the run game, he is a threat in the passing game to lead this team.
Don, the and is going to be wearing their Honolulu throwbacks this game, the black, yellow, and silver. Carolina franchise was formerly known as the Honolulu Legends when they were owned by Jamie Walsh, first woman team owner in SFL history. She owned the team from season 1 to 5 before current owner James Klein took over in season 6. And Jacksonville is going to be wearing white top, purple trim, and purple bottom. Carolina's set to kick this one away here at home. Whistle Jones has the ball on the tee, checks the line. Hand in the air, we're ready to get this one under the way. Kick it. Divisional matchup tonight, Jacksonville set to return. Mike St. Green gets one out to the 23-yard line. We're going to get our first glimpse at this Jacksonville offense, spearheaded by quarterback Christian Christensen, the 8-season veteran. Running back Jared Willis, fullback Iggy Swift, wide receivers Grayson Willis, Mike St. Green, and Ken Gossett, and tight end Jack Wall on the field as well. From their own 23-yard line, Christensen under center, quick drop and throw to the right side, pass is caught for a 6-yard gain.
That was a great little just pitch and catch. Nice little 6-yard pickup to start this ball game with a completion, get you in a rhythm and keep you going the rest of the ball game.
On the defensive side for the Skyhawks, Christopher Cologne, the defensive end, Phil Hall, the defensive tackle, John Neville, Shrevon Prasad, Amon Takes, and Levant Irvine, the linebackers. After the second down play, we'll get to the rest of the defense. On second down, Ken Gossett moves the chains down to the Jacksonville 43-yard line. First pickup.
And there was that Lewis Gossett target that he just moves the chains nearly every time. He averages around 9 yards per reception, and he just moves the chains.
With a fresh set of down, Christensen with 3 wide receivers, split backfield. Hand off to Willis up the middle, trying to find some room, but nothing doing. Maybe gets a yard, nothing. Now let's finish out that Carolina Skyhawks defense with the cornerbacks Tristan Hatley, Mark Martin, Davidson Joseph, safeties Chad Stinton, Monty Wyatt, as well as Kane Vasquez. Nothing moving on first down, now second down. Willis, the lone back, twins to the right for Christian. Quick drop and throw, and it's going to be Gossett on the completion for a few yards. No, that was Willis for the reception.
And that Jared Willis just is second in the league up to this week in receptions. He had 87 up to this point, and he is just phenomenal catching the pass, and he is just a double threat.
Now third down. Christensen, quick drop, fires over the middle, pass over the linebacker, going to be caught for a first down. Mike St. moves for the Jacksonville Kings.
Great pitch and catch to kind of loft it over the linebacker and put it only where his man could catch it for a first down, and that's exactly what they need to prolong this drive and keep on driving down the field.
The same formation for the Kings. Christensen this time to the flats to Willis. Up the field, breaks a tackle, and gets the first down to the Carolina 34-yard line.
So it hasn't paid off running the ball. They've only really run it once, and they've just really leaned on Willis in the passing game. That's they can do that because he is just phenomenal in the receiving game, and he shows it there, can make people miss and pick up the first down.
Split pro for the Kings. Looks like a base 4-3 defense for the Skyhawk. Handoff up the middle. Willis going to drag a couple of defenders. 7 game. Monty Wyatt there to help drag down the ball carry.
Actually looked like Iggy Swift right there. He got the toted the rock and picked up quite a few yards on that play, and showing, why he's kind of an underrated ball carrier.
I'm going to set up a second short, second very manageable now for the Kings. Inching closer to the SFL red zone here on their first possession of this ballgame. Christensen changing things at the line of scrimmage. Looks to the flats left side. Willis, the target, has the first down and gets knocked out of bounds by Ron Prasad there to drag down the ball carrier.
And it looks like Christensen picked up about the right amount of yards to get to a milestone that we had set before the game, and he got to that makes his over 32,000 yards for him in his career.
Wow, and good for 4th all time on the leaderboard. So congratulations, Christensen. On first down, handoff Willis, goes dive play up the middle for maybe a yard.
And that's a milestone that everyone just kind of aspires to, and now Christensen's top 10 in just about every passing category at the beginning of this week.
Still in the hunt. Matt Wilson up at the top of the leaderboard, over 40,000 passing. Christensen still chasing a living legend. 2nd and 9. Willis carries it to the right side and gets at the line of scrimmage. Great defensive presence by the Skyhawks there.
Great defensive presence, exactly. And Carolina really has shut down the run game so far. Other than the fullback run, have really done everything they can to stop the rushing game for Jacksonville.
Yeah, and Carolina comes into this game 23rd in the SFL and giving up the second most rushing yards per game. So showing up stout here, but on third down, Gossett able to move the chain, fights for the yards. Davis Joseph there to help drag down the defender along with the Montague.
When it's third down, you can just keep an eye on Ken Gossett, excuse me. And because it's almost like he's automatic catching first downs for this ball club, because he gets around 9 yards each time and gets that first down. It's just amazing.
Helps give the Kings a fresh set of downs. Now inside the SFL red zone. Christensen back to throw with time. Throws over the middle. Pass is going to be knocked away. Shervon Prasad. And good coverage on Gossett.
Absolutely phenomenal coverage by Shervon Prasad to jump that route and knock it down. If he would have, come down with it, he might have picked up quite a few yards on an interception return. But great heads-up defense by Prasad.
Go back, trips to the left. Trips bunch to the left for Christensen. 3 down linemen for the Skyhawks. Nickel 3-3-5 defense. Christensen fires over the middle again. This time it's Jack Wall making the reception.
And Jack Wall is a very reliable pass catcher and blocker for Jacksonville. He's 6'7", just a giant human being, and he has 4 touchdowns this season, and he's really just a big pass catcher for Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's easy to see there in the middle, isn't he?
Yes.
All right, twins split backfield. Christensen's going to hand off to the fullback. Iggy Swift up the middle, going to plow his way into the end zone. 6-yard touchdown carry for the fullback.
And that is just what the doctor ordered. The line set it up with nice, decent blocks to get to the second level and first level, and they just guided him in for a touchdown. Beautiful play, and that makes Jacksonville lead this ball game and really put their foot on the accelerator and really enforce their will on this game.
Did a great job on their opening drive, just moving down the field, kind of filling out Carolina. A good mixture of pass and run on that drive. And it capped off by a nice run by Iggy Swift, the fullback, to get him into the end zone. Extra point is up and good. Kicker Anthony through. So 5.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter, and Jacksonville on the road gets some points early.
They do, and really what you saw right there on that drive, Jacksonville and Christian Christensen really spread it around to nearly everyone on the offense to get down the field on that drive.
You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Returner for the Skyhawks gets it out to the 22-yard line. We're going to get our first look at quarterback Xander Gold in the Skyhawks offense. Gold under center split backfield. Quick drop and looks, evaluates the field, and fires down the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Heath McDaniel Jr. for a first down to the Carolina 35-yard line.
And Heath McDaniel's really more of their touchdown threat for this Carolina offense on the receiving end, and that time they targeted him early, got the first down, and that's exactly what they need to just make this drive have a lasting impact on this ball game.
Running back 26 Logan Jack, wide receivers Sam Avalos, Heath McDaniel Jr., and Harish Prasad, the star wide receiver Skyhawk. Tony Zoma and Vince DeSantis are the tight ends. On first down, pass right side is caught by Avalos before he runs out of bounds in 5 yards.
And Avalos is just a fantastic, not only returner, but also receiver. And he got that quick out route, took it for 5 yards. And that's just another little chain, not a chain mover, but definitely 5 yards. Hey, that's a comfortable little yardage.
It definitely builds some confidence in your quarterback as they try to move down the field. Xander Gold, another little dink pass to Logan Jack, who's going to get stopped just short of the first.
Yeah, Logan Jack, get him involved early and often, both running and receiving. They love to throw him the ball, and he is really just a threat to do both running and receiving, and he really likes to initiate contact and break tackles.
3rd and inches, Carolina brings out the power I formation. Jacksonville loads the box, showing blitz. Try to fill the gaps, they don't. Logan Jack able to get the first down to the Carolina 49-yard line.
What I saw right there was the line getting pretty good push, but really Logan Jack just kind of great patience to kind of pick the hole, see where it was opening, and kind of burst forward to pick up that first down and get a little bit more. So great run.
Single back, heavy set for the Skyhawks. Gold back to throw, screen pass right side. Logan Jack spins his way up the field, gets 5 yards on that first down play.
You know, that time, the play before he did a great job of really using his blockers, but that time kind of tried to overrun his lineman who was out there blocking, but had he cut in maybe, he might have picked up quite a few more yards, but unfortunately tried to outrun his blocker.
Just past midfield at the Jacksonville 45-yard line. Split backfield for Xander Gold. 3 wide receivers. Handoff dive play for Logan Jack. Makes a move up the middle, gets 3 yards.
And there's another play by Logan Jack, this time the run, and picks up a few yards. But really, it's been the Logan Jack story so far, other than a few passes to someone else. But really, Logan Jack's setting the trend here early.
3 wide receivers again for Xander Gold. Logan Jack, the lone back in the backfield. Gold's going to take a shot to the left side. Pass is going to be caught. Well defended by Jacksonville, but a great catch by Sam Avalos.
And there's Sam Avalos getting a very needed first down, and this puts Carolina in Jacksonville territory well within, striking distance of a field goal. And now if they can just get a touchdown, they don't even have to worry about trying to kick it here.
Couple more yards, definitely in Whistle Jones territory. We'll see what Carolina does on 1st and 10. Shotgun, fire over the middle. Pass is going to be tipped. Oh, and almost intercepted, but caught by the receiver for Carolina. Luckily falls into the hands of the Skyhawks.
That was heads up tip drill offense by number 18. I mean, that could have been anybody on the field caught that and looked like, but great hand-eye coordination to bring down the tip.
That was off the hands of the SFL's leading interception defensive player, Succolamano, just tipped it away, but right into the hands of a Carolina player. And Logan Jack able to move the chains, gets down to the Jacksonville 18-yard line inside the SFL red zone.
That time, not only was it kind of using his blocks to be patient, he just wouldn't be stopped, breaking tackles on the sideline, gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and now they're well within the red zone and within striking distance of pay dirt.
Strong power I formation. Only 3 down linemen for the Jacksonville King. Handoff going to go right side. Logan Jack going to be met in the backfield. Great group effort. Hunter North, the defenders there to help make the...
That time, it was just an absolutely phenomenal defensive stand right there on that play. And it really, not only was it the 3 down linemen, but it was the linebackers flying in to help clog the lanes. And that was a team defensive effort right there.
Actually ends up a negative yardage for the Carolina Skyhawks. Now on 2nd and 11, Xander Gold, quick drop, fires right side pass is going to be caught by Daniel Jr., gains a couple yards before he runs out of bounds.
And that's definitely a confidence booster right there for Xander Gold. He gets the completion. He sees that, hey, we're moving down the field. We just need 5 more yards to get a first down, and then we are looking at, 1st and goal, and so that makes their job a lot easier if they can convert.
3rd and 5. Jacksonville in a 3-3-5 defense. Carolina now takes a shot left side, deep out, is caught down to the Jacksonville 3-yard line. Harish Prasad moves it and gives Xander Gold some breathing room and resets the down.
And there was very explosive Harish Prasad on that catch, and that's exactly what they needed to pick up that first down. And now they're looking at 1st and goal in the 3, and they can just smell that end zone. Logan Jackson, I'm sure, just chomping at the bit trying to get in.
Have 3 attempts to do so. Xander Gold back, quick throw over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. Tony Zoma in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that's Tony Zoma's first touchdown of the season, and that was as easy a touchdown catch as you'll see. I mean, he was just uncovered and caught that right in the middle. Perfect play. Just absolutely phenomenal heads up catch by Tony Zoma, and great throw by Xander Gold to find the open man and get that touchdown. And now Carolina an extra point away from tying this ball game up.
Whistle Jones, the kicker for the Skyhawks, on to attempt the extra point. Shaping up to be a great divisional matchup here between these two teams. Snap is in, hold is down, kick is up and good. Tie ball game. 18 seconds remaining here in this first quarter.
Now we got quite a bit of a little shootout going.
Yeah, both teams on their first and only possession able to drive down the field and get... Carolina comes into the game giving up 23 points a game. Jacksonville gives up 20. Over-under on this game set at 48.5. Mike St. Green on the return, spins off and shakes off a defender down the left side. He's got a block. He's going to take this one down the left sideline. 20, 15, 10. Mike St. Green going to give the lead right back to the Jacksonville Kings. Fantastic return, Wade.
Absolutely explosive return by Mike St. Green. He took that, broke a couple tackles, found the seam, and just took it to the house. That was just absolutely phenomenal play by the special teams unit. There were blocks around. Look at that big thrown block by 88. Goodness. Just phenomenal. And that sprung Mike St. Green for the touchdown, I believe. And that is just great special teams play by Jacksonville to get that touchdown.
Jimmy Graham with the block of the week, bringing Mike St. Green on that return. Fantastic teamwork there by the Kings. Dynamic kick return there, 90-plus yards to the house for the Kings. And Anthony Cease, the kicker for the Kings, is going to be on for the extra point. Low snap, corralled, and extra point up and good. 14-7. Now Jacksonville leading this ball game.
And that, I mean... And the more impressive thing, no penalties. So they get the touchdown, no penalties. And so that's just phenomenal special teams work by Jacksonville.
Ball is on the tee. Exciting matchup here in the first quarter. Definitely a dynamite play by Mike St. Green there. This divisional game exciting. Harish Prasad going to kneel on this kick from Anthony Cease. Going to set Carolina up at their own 20-yard line with 2 seconds remaining here in this first quarter.
You know, this could be a kind of a blessing in disguise for Carolina, because now Jacksonville's defense might be a little gassed from that drive earlier.
Trips bunch set for the Skyhawks. Play action for Xander Gold. Fires right side. Pass is caught, reeled in, and gets the first down. Heath Jr. And that's going to expire the clock in the first quarter. Carolina got the ball back now, but down 7-14 after 2 good drives by the Jacksonville. And Simulation Football Week 10 action will continue in the second here from David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium. Stephen Hacker on play-by-play, Wade Phillips, the color analyst, and back at SFL headquarters, commissioner-producer Cameron Irvine. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. Divisional match here from the Atlantic Division. Jacksonville in second place currently, 6-3 record, 1-1 in the division. Carolina right behind them at 5-4, 1-1 in the division as well. So inching closer to the playoffs, and the playoff picture becoming a little bit more clear each week. But definitely an important matchup here as Logan Jack on first down gets a 2-yard carry.
Yep, and that's the records for both these teams are so close that really this game has giant implications, especially being an interdivisional matchup. And so both these teams really need a win here to prolong any playoff chances.
Jacksonville in the 5th seed in the playoffs. Carolina sitting at the 12th seed. Harish Prasad on 2nd and 8 makes the reception left side, able to shimmy his way up and get the first down to the Carolina 41.
Great play by Harish Prasad to catch that kind of short of the first down, but then uses the juke move to get a first down, and great play. And now Carolina keeps on driving down the field.
Be a 4 wide receiver look for the Skyhawks. Looks like a nickel defense out of the Kings. Gold going to take a shot deep down the left side. Harish Prasad intended receiver, but it's going to be intercepted. Succo Lamano now with his 13th SFL leading interception on the season.
And how about that? Just phenomenal play by Succo Lamano, and he just skied that ball, took it out of the air, and just that's absolutely what they needed to put their kind of foot on the pedal and not let Carolina get any breathing room. And now Jacksonville's got the ball back, and they are well within, some territory where they can do some damage.
Put some more separation between themselves and the Skyhawks. We'll see how they capitalize on the turnover. Pressure brought by the Skyhawks on first down. Check down to Willis. Left side breaks a couple of tackles, and forward progress is give him first down at the 42-yard line.
Really, Jared Willis is almost like just another wide receiver, except he's a wide receiver that can absolutely break any tackle on the field. And he catches that, breaks one tackle, then breaks another tackle, and picks up another couple 4 yards. So absolutely explosive and a weapon on this ball field.
Get it done through the air or on the ground. Very versatile back for the Jacksonville offense. Willis going to be in his 6th season, going on 7. Now on 1st and 10, Willis up the gut, gets nothing doing. Phil Hall there on the stop.
And that was the kind of defensive stuff they needed to kind of boost their ego a little bit, because they've kind of been run on a little bit today. Not necessarily run, but just kind of anything Jacksonville's wanted, they've really been able to get. But now Carolina can hopefully get a stop and boost their ego a little bit.
Christensen, 2nd down, throws over the middle. Grayson Willis, the intended target's fault turf.
And that was a heads-up play to break that pass up by the Carolina defense. And there's another Another play that's a win by the defense, and now it's 3rd and 10, and they need to come up with anything they can to get this stop and get the ball back.
3rd and long. Christensen goes under center, 3 wide receiver. 3 down linemen for the Skyhawk. Christensen with time to throw, moves up in the pocket. St. Green's there, and yards to gain, gets the first down for the Kings.
What a great catch and then run after the catch by Mike St. Green. Christensen stepped up in the pocket to avoid the rush, found his man that was open, and then Mike St. Green got it immediately, turned up the field, and got that first down. So just absolutely great play by Mike St. Green so far today.
Christensen takes a shot down the middle. Jack Wall open. Can he get in? Yes, 47 yards to the house for Jack Wall and the Kings offense.
And that right there, Jack Wall just ran up the field, caught that ball, and just would not be stopped. Nobody was going to stop him right there because they tried to arm tackle him a little bit. He just shook it off, just goes right up the middle. Safety tried to catch him, tackle him, but nope. Jack Wall's just too big, too powerful, and just carried him into the end zone. And now Jacksonville is looking at just another big day by this receiving core.
It was almost like he knew right away where he was going to go with that ball. I mean, Wall was open almost immediately, and I mean Christian just took the snap and got rid of it immediately. Big play for Jacksonville, and really extending this lead now. It's a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, and really Christensen just read that entirely the entire way, because he must have saw something he liked pre-snap, and then really eyes got big and he threw it, and then he found pay dirt.
Point almost blocked up and good for Anthony C. and the Jacksonville Kings now with this lead here on the road. 21-7. 8:23 remaining in the second quarter. Steven Hacker on the call along with Wade Phillips. Producer Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. He's got the ball on the tee. Kick is away. Prasad going to have to return this one 3 yards deep from his own end zone. Brings it out, gets ahead of his blockers to the left side, spins upfield down to the Carolina 25-yard line.
Prasad had a nice little return right there. Sets him up on the 25. You know, some of their best field position of the day. Granted, they've only had it a couple times, but hey, they'll take it anytime they can. And now Carolina has to have a response in terms of a score.
Gold going out under center. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Gold, quick throw, almost one-handed grab made by Heath McDaniel Jr., but good defense by Jay Mart. I think the pressure allowed or accounted for the drop by Heath McDaniel.
Absolutely, because might have heard footsteps, got a little butterfingers a little bit, but hey, when you hear one of those big linebackers coming, I would drop it too.
To this Jacksonville defense real quick, Mike Paul and Taquan Hill and A.G. Pennypacker along with Hunter Norwood are the defensive linemen. 2nd and 10, Xander Gold's going to take a shot over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. Diving play made by Heath McDaniel Jr. Gets the first down to the 36-yard line. And let's talk about the linebackers for the Kings. Clay Jones, Keenan Samuels, and Jay Mart. Cornerbacks Rain Aurier, Michael Sprouse, Bernard Gooden. Safeties Succo Lamano and Alex Bond. Now with the fresh set of downs, Gold in the power I formation. Handoff, Logan Jack spins out to the right side, gets 2 yards before he's brought down.
And we talked kind of before the game about how Carolina, if they abandon the run, can definitely do some damage with Logan Jack. But I would think it's a little too early to abandon the run. I mean, because it's working a little bit, but you are down a couple scores. But hey, you just need to get some points on the board.
Shotgun split pro. Gold fires right side. Pass is going to be intercepted down the left sideline. Bernard Gooden, room to go. Yes, pick 6 for the Kings, and everything is going right for Jacksonville here at Carolina.
Everything going right for Jacksonville, everything going wrong for Carolina. And that was Bernard Gooden's 3rd interception on the season. And he took that, turned up the field, and would not be stopped to get in the end zone. Great play. Jammed his man on the line, turned around, saw the ball coming, picked it, and took it to the house. That was an absolutely studly play by Bernard Gooden. And now Jacksonville have mercy.
Yeah, if you notice too, on the jam, when Gooden made contact with the receiver, he didn't focus on the receiver. He used his hand as a third eye. And immediately, once he had established contact, he put his eyes on the quarterback and was able to see that the ball was coming and made a better play than the receiver, and it led to points for Jacksonville. CC extra point up and good. Big lead on the road for Jacksonville at Carolina.
Absolutely. And that could not have been a bigger play. Well, could have been a bigger play by Jacksonville, but one of many giant plays by this defense and special teams unit for Jacksonville, and they have just been having their way with Carolina so far today.
Anthony set to kick this one away. Haris Prasad trying to give the Carolina offense good starting field position. Cuts this one out left side, brought down at the Carolina 21.
Now Carolina just needs a spark. Get something to go. Don't get a turnover. Just they need a spark to keep themselves in this ball game, because their chances of a win are slowly slipping away with each turnover and score by Jacksonville.
Yeah, and there's still, regardless of the score right now, there's still plenty of time in this ball game to mount a comeback. You just have to be methodical and smart with the football. Starting with that throw over the middle, Tony Zoma moves the chains for the Skyhawks. Nice throw and buys Xander Gold.
Exactly. Plays exactly like that. Just moving down the field, 10-yard, 9-yard, 8 yards at a time. Just methodical drives to pick apart the Jacksonville defense. And if they can do that, they have a chance, because like you said, there's still a whole bunch of time on that clock.
Flip backfield from the Carolina 32-yard line. Jacksonville rush 3 defensive linemen. Logan Jack cuts it to the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets 6 yards on that first down carry.
There we go. 6 yards right there, and that's exactly what they need if they're going to make a comeback. Just plays like that. Positive momentum every time they touch the ball, and that's what they need. And it starts with the line to get push and keep your quarterback upright.
Weak eye twin. Logan Jack gets the tote up the middle, and he's going to get 2 yards before he's met by the defensive backfield of the King.
Time the defense won that. He got a couple yards, but hey, they stopped him from getting a first down, and that's what they needed, because if they continue to have their way with them, they will get back in this ball game.
3rd and 2 from their own 40-yard line. Gold under center, trips bunch to the right. 3-step drop, moving, throws. Logan Jack is there and able to get the first down. Big hit delivered by Bernard Gooden, but the Skyhawks get the first down out to the 46-yard line.
Just a little late on the hit, but hey, big hit makes Logan Jack think twice before going that way again. But hey, now they got that first down. They continue to drive, and they are, putting together a nice little drive here.
Single back. Gold under center, quick drop. Logan Jack out of the backfield, gonna stiff arm a defender. Room to run, gets the first down. Succo Lamano able to drag down the defender. Got a little bit of help from Alex Bond on the end of the play. Carolina is moving down the field here, Wade.
They are, and really, it's kind of been a team effort so far on this drive, kind of spreading the ball around. Logan Jack's really got the lion's share of it, but hey, they're hitting receivers that are open, and Logan Jack's just making people miss and just breaking tackles, and that's exactly what they need to continue to drive, not let them kind of pigeonhole any one player. And really, if they can spread it around, find open people, they can get a score.
Now in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver spread. Logan Jack sidecar to the right. Jacksonville brings 3 in pressure. Gold fires over the middle, pass is tipped, almost intercepted. Lucky to only have that one fall incomplete.
Most definitely. That was a scary play, and I'm sure one he wants back, because he had his running back going out that right flat and unfortunately missed it. But hey, tried a shot in the middle of the field, unfortunately just incomplete.
Long. 3 wide receivers for the Skyhawks. Jacksonville bringing pressure up the middle. Hunter Norwood's going to stop that run short, along with the rookie Keenan Samuels, the first-round pick out of Tacoma.
Hunter Norwood is an absolute beast in the middle. He just gobbles up tackles for losses all the time. That time it wasn't necessarily a tackle for loss, but hey, anytime, nearly anytime there's a tackle for loss, he is in or around that play.
Doing it for a long time, 7 seasons for the King. Now a 3rd and 9 for the Skyhawks. Gold gets it out of his hands quickly. Harish Prasad gets the first down, 10-yard gain on that one. Well covered ball, but veteran to veteran play there by the Skyhawk.
Very great play because it looked like he had 2 receivers in that kind of area. Harish Prasad just happened to come down with it, but hey, first down, and that's exactly what they needed. And now they're within, striking distance, definitely for this offense.
Prasad split out to the top of the screen. Right side is Xander Gold. Going to be a handoff left side up the middle. Jack spins and gets 3 yards before Lamano and Keenan Samuels there to make the play.
Might have kind of picked the wrong hole a little bit. Had he bounced outside, might have picked up a few more yards. But hey, 3 yards, not too shabby, but might have been able to pick up a little more had he bounced outside and followed that block.
Getting closer to the SFL red zone. 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. No wide receivers on the field for the Skyhawks. Logan Jack's going to get the tote up the middle and moves the chain. 8-yard carry when needed 7.
And it's been a great balance of pass and run this drive for Carolina, and it's really been successful so far. They've really been unpredictable, and it's paid off with them being able to kind of keep the defense on its toes and not, have any disaster plays.
Gold going to come out, split backfield, 3 wide receivers. Evaluates the defense, going to hand it off to Logan Jack, who's going to get 5 yards on the first down carry down at the Jacksonville 15-yard line. Now inside the SFL red zone, just about 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter before halftime.
And that was another tackle by Clay Jones. He's been kind of making his impact on this game because he's kind of been flying around making tackles, and that's definitely something Jacksonville needs their linebackers to clean up some plays around the line.
Power I formation. 2-minute warning, though. Carolina didn't get the play off before the 2-minute warning. So Carolina down 7-28 at home with the ball, trying to get some points here before halftime. Simulationfl League Week 10 Atlantic Division action. I'm Stephen Hacker along with Wade Phillips, producer and Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. Gold going to go under center. No wide receivers on the field for the Skyhawks. The Kings bring forward and pressure. Going to be a check down to Logan Jack. Right side gets 3 yards before he pays the price. Bernard Gooden with the tackle.
And that was Bernard Gooden's, great tackle. Again, he's really shown that he can, as a cornerback, can really bring the pain with the tackle and really kind of shoulder charged him on that. But, man, great tackling.
3rd and short. Jack, the offset single back to the right. Gold fires over the middle. Pass is going to be tipped away, trying to hit the trusted Harish Prasad. Nice tip away by Keenan Samuel.
And that was a great heads-up play by the defense to knock that ball down because they were definitely threatening right there and had, that could have more than likely been close to a touchdown right there, but great heads-up defense to knock that ball down.
So Jacksonville clamps down, able to stall out this Carolina drive. Carolina has to be feeling good about taking the point. You got to move down and try to close this gap where you. Wilson is going to be good to this 29, call it 30-yard field goal. A little bit of pressure, up and good from 29 yards. Going to give Carolina 10 points. Now going to be down 18, 28-10, a minute 5, and they're going to have to kick the ball back to the Kings, Wade.
And now you got to really play bend, don't break defense. Don't let them score. Just, hey, make them run that clock out and get you to the second half because you need to hold it and keep these points manageable still and no points put up.
Yeah, both teams have all 3 timeout. So, I mean, realistically, Carolina could come out a quick 3 and out, still have some time on the clock depending on how they play defense.
Yeah.
Mike St. Green, the return man, gets it out to 23-yard line. Jacksonville going to have 1:21 before the half. So we'll see what they elect to do here to try to get through this second quarter.
I mean, what would you do? I mean, would you kind of run the clock out, or would you try to go for another score just to put yourself ahead even more?
Well, I think with the 1:21, they could run their offense as normal just with some hurry up in there. And I think that they could at least get into field goal range with Anthony Cece as Willis takes a carry on first down, gets 7 yards. See, they need to hurry up, though, right here if they're going to try to go for the points. But going to slow it down a little bit, go back into the huddle. The clock's going to run from the Jacksonville 30-yard line.
Yeah, they really, like you said, if they want to continue their offense the way they have been, they really do need to hurry and kind of put some haste into it.
Yeah, they've been effective in all of their drives so far this game. Comeback route caught, Grayson Willis. Now they're in the hurry-up offense, under a minute to go in the second quarter. Willis got the first down. Christian making sure everybody's lined up and set. Quick drop, throws slant route, caught by Willis. Going to be called a fumble on the play, and Carolina falls on it. Levon Irvine's the one that ends up falling on it, and they're going to say, as it stands, that was a fumble by Grayson Willis.
Let's see this play. Does he maintain catch? Ooh, that's going to be close.
Close.
That's going to be super close. So, barring any spectacular yeah, okay, so they are going to review. Good. So, yeah, that was super close, and that is a giant play if it's a fumble, because there's plenty of time for Carolina, but I don't think it stands as a fumble, personally.
Going to see what RC2 has to say. Very, very close bang play, and big hit delivered by the rookie Monty Wyatt, second pick. R62 went under the hood, going to have the call. And it's going to be ruled. It's going to be ruled how did that go? It's going to be ruled incomplete. As Monty Wyatt got there, as the Grayson Willis did not have possession of the ball, and Monty Wyatt knocked it loose. So now an incompletion causes the second 10. 36 seconds remaining here before halftime. Christensen under center, changes the play, quick out to Ken Gossett left side, only gets 4 yards but stops the clock.
Absolutely. It keeps them driving, and it gets them out of it stops the clock so that they can, get another chance to think about what they want to do. And that definitely, on that play before when they reviewed it, it gave the offense a chance to kind of strategize for the next few plays.
Yeah, maybe catch their breath a little bit, get a little drink of water. Quick hot route over the middle, pass is caught. First down, Jacksonville 47-yard line, 26 seconds. Everybody's hurrying up. The Kings are close to midfield, 3 wide receivers set. Willis, single back split to the left. Christensen pump fakes, takes a shot down the right side, passes caught. Grayson Willis didn't get out of bounds though, brought down at the 29-yard line. Clock is going to continue to tick, 15 seconds. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds. I guess he tucked his arm out as he was falling down and put it on the line.
Yeah, that's heads-up play by the quarterback to find him. And
he did.
Yards
wow.
And got that ball out. Yeah, got that ball out of bounds. So great play by the receiver to pick up some yards, put him close to, field goal territory. Oh, it looks like they are well within.
Absolutely. He's going to come out for the field goal attempt. And I want to give a shout out to the camera crew, able to get that arm on the sideline. Great work by the camera crew here by the Simulation Football League. CC. Clock ticking down, on for the 45-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up and good, giving Jacksonville a 21-point lead, 31-10 here in Carolina.
Kind of heartbreaking for Carolina because they did so well. They almost got that takeaway and then give up the big play, and then they kicked the field goal. But hey, for Carolina, they didn't give up the touchdown. It still makes it a 3-score ball game, but hey, you can't fault them for at least holding them from not getting a touchdown.
Carolina holds their breath. Harish Prasad, let's see if he tries to take this one out. He does. 9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Prasad out to the right side this time and gets brought down at the 23-yard line. It's going to give Xander Gold 6 seconds before the half. Carolina's going to take the shot here, or maybe you think just a little bit of conservativeness from the Skyhawks before half?
I mean, you're on the 23. I mean, if you go for Hail Mary, you can always hope for a pass interference. That way it keeps it alive and just kind of hope for pass interferences the whole way down the field. But I would just run it and take it into the second half and regroup.
Gold with the quick drop, out route right side, almost stepped in front of, off the hands of a couple receivers. Zoma was one of the ones there. Didn't quite see who got the reception, but it's going to take us into the half. Jacksonville up big, 31-10. Huge divisional matchup here. Jacksonville currently second, along with Carolina right behind them in third, and Jacksonville fifth in the SFL playoffs. Carolina currently at 12th, so both teams needing a win. This playoff race is getting tighter and tighter each week as we get closer to the Simulation Football League playoffs, Wade.
Yep, and really, both these teams are close to making the playoffs, just pretty much guaranteed, but really they want to, change a few things, do some tweaks, and really shape up their offense and defense for the playoffs and kind of get ready in playoff mode. But both these teams have to get a win to maintain their playoff positioning. And if anything, for Carolina, they can improve their playoff positioning. But really, they've got to fine-tune their offense and defense to really shape up for the playoffs.
That's right. And elsewhere in Simulation Football League action on For the Fans Twitch, FTF Next, on twitch.tv, Florida and Charleston are playing, and currently Florida has a 17-6 lead. That game in the third quarter, both of those teams in this Atlantic Division. So this second block here in the Sunday slate of games has all Atlantic Division action going on. Florida currently in the lead of that division, 7-2 with a 2-0 division record. Charleston tied with Carolina right now at 5-4, but 0-2 in the division has them currently sitting at 4. So again, this game has huge implications on how that Atlantic Division can shape out. And Jacksonville showed up ready here today on the road. Christensen
they
go ahead.
Came to play. I mean, like you said, I mean they came with their A game, and they've really shown it with 31 points on the board in the first half, and really came with offense and defense and special teams with the kickoff return touchdown. So they really came to play and have a really great game plan in the first half so far, and Carolina has to make some adjustments, maybe get the running game. Both teams, if they can get the running game, they, granted Jacksonville hasn't really needed the running game, but Carolina can get Logan Jack going in the rushing and receiving category. I think it would help their cause a little bit more.
Yeah, prolong some drives, take away some of the risk, keep your offense on the field and keep Jacksonville's offense off, because right now Jacksonville appears to be firing on all cylinders.
Most definitely, and in all facets of the game, really.
Second half getting ready to get underway. Simulation Football League Week 10 action. Atlantic Division action here for us on this great, beautiful Sunday. He kicks this one away. Harish Prasad's going to return it from 3 yards deep in his own end zone. Gets brought down at his own 23-yard line. That's where the second half is get started. I'm Stephen Hacker on play-by-play, along with Wade Phillips, our color analyst, back at SFL headquarters, producer, commissioner Cameron Irvine. Carolina wearing the yellow uniforms in throwback to the Honolulu, their previous franchise existence. Jacksonville wearing white tops, purple trim. First down, Xander Gold fires to the right side, 3-yard gain by Tony Zoma, tight end.
And that's what they need to start this drive, just to pick up a quick three yards on an out route by the tight end, and now it just kind of builds that confidence. They see it's working, they kind of stick with it. You do what's working, and they can drive like that successful drive for them in the last half.
Gold under change in the play. Audibles to something. Gonna find Harish Prasad out route left side. Prasad moves the chains, gets just enough for the first down. Big hit by the Jacksonville second there.
Harish Prasad is so fast. He just caught that and immediately, just like a flash of lightning, just took it and just took up the field for that first down, because had he been a little slower, that defensive back might have been able to catch him in front of the first down. But great speed by Harish Prasad.
First down. Split shotgun twins. Play action fake. Gold with time to throw. Play develops to the left side. Well defended. Jacksonville able to get in front of it. Michael Sprouse it away. And Freddie Greer almost able to get it off the deflection.
And that was almost just another nightmare scenario for Carolina. Fortunately, number 25, when Freddie Greer, when he jumped that route, didn't come down with it. But now Carolina kind of gets another chance, but they really have to kind of play a little tighter with the football because they don't need more turnovers in this second half.
Second 10. We'll see how Gold evaluates the defense. They go under center. 2 wide receivers to the left. Logan Jack split back, split single to the left. It's going to be a handoff left side, and Jack gets met in the backfield, loses a couple of yards. Samuels there on the play.
On that play, they just couldn't get any push with their line, and no one could get anybody to the second level, and the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier, brought him down for a loss, and that is not what Carolina needs to continue this drive.
Tough 3rd and 12 now. Gold's going to be in the shotgun. Quick drop. Play develops nicely. Throws down the middle. Oh, going to get intercepted by the King. And Jacksonville takes it away. The Carolina offense, Rain Aurier, able to secure the ball for the King.
Rain Aurier got that ball perfectly, just came down with it. There were 3 Jacksonville players in the area, and Aurier was the one that came down with it. Hey, Mr. R96 was in the area too, but hey, came down with it, and now Jacksonville gets the ball, and Carolina is reeling, and their defense has to have a stop and get this ball back.
Short field to work with. Already past midfield. Christensen comes out under center. Willis, he lone back, split to the right. Handoff, Willis up the middle, room to run, cuts it out to the right, trucks a defender, gets 9 yards. Great second effort by the running back, Jared Willis.
Indeed. That was great blocking and great effort by Jared Willis to kind of weave through the holes, and the line and blockers got great push and got pretty decent coverage at the second level to throw blocks, and picked up 9 yards. And Jared Willis, that's what Jacksonville needs to lean. That's who they need to lean on to kind of burn this clock out the rest of the ball game.
Second one, handoff. Willis gets met in the backfield, loses a yard. Phil Hall on the stop.
And that time, Carolina just said, nope, you're not going to burn this clock on us. And they brought him down. And now 3rd and 2, and Jacksonville has to come up with a special play to get a first down and continue to eat the clock up.
How his front 7 handles this 3rd and short. Christensen back to throw. Quick drop. Gonna be sacked. Stops the drive right there. And a big play by the Skyhawks. Gonna force the punt.
That was a phenomenal bull rush. Just absolutely blew up his blocker, pushed into the backfield and brought down the quarterback. And that was absolutely what Carolina needed and to get Jacksonville off the field.
Jacksonville punter standing on his own 40-yard line. This one right down the middle, going to bounce right at the 5-yard line. Then the gunner can't get to it, bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Carolina's going to get the ball at their own 20 with 8 minutes in the 3rd quarter, down 21.
Luckily for Carolina, misery didn't get compiled on them by having them have to have it on like the 1 or 2 yard line. So luckily they get it on the 20-yard line, have a little breathing room to maybe be able to string a drive together.
Gold going to go under center. Jacksonville with 3 down linemen. 3-step drop. Gold fires right side. Passes caught. Sam Avalos moves to change on that 11-yard reception.
I am very impressed by Carolina's wide receiving core on just their speed. They're all, it almost seems like they're all burners, and they can just all stretch the field. Even a quick 5-yard out route can turn it into a 10-yard gain just by their speed alone.
Logan Jack on back. Screen pass left side. He's got blockers. First down and more for Logan Jack and Skyhawks offense down to the Carolina 45-yard.
Xander Gold's had, other than the turnovers, which are big, I will say that, but he's not been bad. He's been spreading it out. He just kind of had some unfortunate throws that got picked off, and he hasn't been terrible. It's just unfortunate errors at the wrong time.
And then Jacksonville capitalizing on those errors for Xander Gold really is the difference. Well, wait.
Absolutely, yep. The points off turnovers have been giant in this ballgame.
Logan Jack on first down, going to get a 5-yard carry. Make sure you're keeping up with the SFL and its teams on social media at Simulationfl. Follow us on Twitter for weekly broadcast schedules to discover team content and stay up to date on SFL news. Let us know who your favorite team is or how you enjoy the broadcast each week with the hashtag #MakeAnImpact. Thank you for your support and viewership. From midfield, 2nd and 5, Xander Gold, quick drop, moving around, tries to escape, throws off his back foot. Well defended play by Kings. Keenan Samuels all over the field here today, knocks that one away.
That was unfortunate because really on that, you just got to throw it away. If you're getting pressured that much, you can't throw a prayer up, 2 yards past the line and then someone can take that to the house like they've already done. So that time, not so great on the passing by Xander Gold. But hey, if he can kind of get his head right and they can get some drives strung together, I think they can actually put some points on the board.
3 wide receivers for Xander Gold. Quick drop, moves around, good awareness in the pocket, gonna run it, and reaches out, gets the first down as Hunter Norwood was dragging him down from behind. Great run, or great effort by Xander Gold, doing what it takes to get the first down for the Skyhawks.
Indeed, coverage might have been really great, and really the line was breaking down, and he had to get out of the pocket, and luckily got just enough on the tackle to get the first down, so keep those chains moving.
Set. Xander Gold going to hand off Logan Jack left side, spins upfield to the middle. Mike all there to help bring down the ball carrier, as well as A.K. Jones on the play.
It's another great play by the defense, just to kind of swarm and only limit them to a 1-yard gain, and that's exactly what they need to keep up this pressure and see out this victory if they can continue the course they're on.
From the Jacksonville 44-yard line, Xander Gold going to take a quick drop, throw it over the middle. Pass is going to be knocked away by Succo Lamano. Pass was intended for Heath McDaniel Jr.
And that was a great defensive play to stop that pass play in its tracks. And really, it looked like he might have been able to complete it, but really just great defense to get a hand on it and break it down, because that was kind of a bang-bang man coverage play, and great play.
3rd and 9, going to force the Skyhawks into a shotgun set. 4 wide receiver spread. 4 down linemen for the Kings. Quick throw over the middle. Pass is caught. Heath McDaniel on the diving reception. Well covered by Rie, and gives Carolina a fresh set down at the 34-yard line of Jackson.
And that's exactly just another what the doctor ordered, because they needed that first down, and they got it on the layout by the wide receiver to get that first down, and that's exactly what they need to put some points on the board.
Jacksonville crowding the box on this one a little bit. Gold going to be back to throw. Oh, going to get brought down by the pressure. Hunter Norwood in for the sack.
And there's his first sack of the day, and that's what Jacksonville needs to get the pressures and bring down the quarterback. And that he just blew through 64, and that would not be denied. Just absolutely just swarmed the quarterback and brought him down. Absolutely fantastic play.
Those are the kinds of hits and plays that can take your quarterback out of rhythm and make him lose that chemistry. He'll start second guessing himself. He'll wonder where that defender is. Xander Gold, 2nd 14, fires over the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Harish Prasad, dragged down just short of the first at the 4-yard line.
So close. Just got that knee down just before they got the first down, but great play. Looks like was in rhythm, kind of got the bite on the pump fake, but great play. And now they're, inches away from getting a first down.
Veteran move by the quarterback, using the pump fake to freeze the secondary, and allowed Harish Prasad to get in a window, and he made a nice throw. Sets up a 3rd and inches. Press coverage on the outside by the Kings. Handoff, Logan Jack up the middle, met at the line, and they're not going to give it to him. Mike All in there, and the whole defensive front for the Kings makes the play and the stop.
My question is, would you go for it, or would you just kick the field goal, take the points?
Take the point.
Okay. Yeah, it's fair. Too much time on the clock. Yep.
Carolina disagrees. Xander Gold going to come out in the I formation. Jacksonville with 4 defensive linemen. Gold trying to use his cadence, trying to get the Jacksonville to jump off sides and give him a free first down. We may be seeing a timeout. And there it is. Xander Gold takes the timeout. We are going to whistle Jones come out for the field goal attempt. It'll be about a 40-yarder. Wait.
Yep. 40-ish yarder, and you think, why burn the timeout right there? I mean, I get it, you want him to jump, but at the same time, you need those timeouts in the fourth quarter.
Pretty risky, right? If it works, it's great, but now that it doesn't work, it's very, very risky, especially when you're down those 3 scores like you are, right?
Yep.
Whistle Jones, a solid kicker. 40 yards well within the wheelhouse. Pressure comes, and it's going to be blocked. Jacksonville doing what they have to do to keep this game under wraps. Blocks the field goal attempt.
And that was just phenomenal. I'll say this, Jacksonville's special teams unit has come to play today. I mean, that was more of a combination of breaking through the line and kind of a poor snap, but hey, you need it at the right time, and they've provided it.
And now the timeout seems that much more wasted. Just reeling at that play. Unfortunate. Now Christensen with the first down, fires over the middle to Gossett. 7-yard gain on first.
And there's Gossett again. It just seems like every time he's thrown to, he catches the ball, and he got it there and kind of close to his season average on the yards right there. But now Carolina really needs to pick up their offense and get a stop.
Christian fires Willis right side. Ooh, big hit delivered by the Skyhawks short of the first down.
That's exactly what they needed. Just stop and no positive momentum more than they needed on the offense. So they stopped him short of the first down, and now they can get a chance to get this 3 and out.
Home crowd on their feet here in Carolina. Trying to get this Kings offense off the field. Phil Hall's going to jump and give a free play to the Kings. The sack is irrelevant as Phil Hall was drawn offsides, and it's going to be a free first down to the Kings.
Dang, just unfortunate at the wrong time to get that penalty, because now, free first down.
Huge moment. A great opportunity to get Jacksonville off the field. Just a missed key and a flag and a free first down. It's horrible for the Carolina defense and great for the Jacksonville Kings offense now. Continuing to fire on all cylinders and got a free first down and now just made the work that much easier for the Kings. Christensen under center. Willis the lone back. Christensen comeback route caught by Jack Wall for an 8-yard gain.
Christensen has just been kind of having his way, and really he's been helped gigantically by the defense and special teams getting the points, on the kick return touchdown, the interception return touchdown. So they've really given him, 2 scores that he wouldn't have otherwise, but he has been phenomenal. His QBR is phenomenal and everything. So he has just been kind of having his way so far.
One of the better quarterbacks in the SFL. Handoff on second down goes to Willis, and nothing doing. Line is scrimmage by Phil Hall.
And Phil Hall is playing like he cares, and he really has been phenomenal today. Unfortunately, on that play a couple plays ago when there was the neutral zone infraction, he got back there, but he's been doing his part.
Then one of the fighters as he makes, almost there on another play. That's Levon Irvine there to make that play. It's going to set up the 4th down. So that time, Carolina is able to get the stop. Going to force the punt, so able to avoid point. But you're going to be that much closer to your own end zone. Going to help special teams unit for Jacksonville pin you that much deeper.
Yep, and now that timeout's becoming an even bigger issue because then had you done that, you might have got that field goal and then maybe hold them. So, hey, you never know.
Gonna let this one bounce. It does take a good bounce, dies. Oh no, it stays at the 1 yard line. Oh man, so unfortunate for Carolina. A fantastic punt by McCoy, downed at the 1 yard line of Carolina, and Xander Gold gonna start basically with his heels in his own end zone.
An absolutely perfect punt to pin them on the 1 yard line. That is what punters dream of right there. Every time they punt, just pinning you at the 1, and now you've got to go 99 yards for pay dirt.
Gold actually in his own end zone, gonna hand off Logan Jack, trying to get some breathing room, but nothing doing. Back to the line of scrimmage. Keenan Samuels, the one to get in there and play the gap.
And not only are you, in your own end zone, but, if you fail on a, 3 and out, and then you have to punt it, the other team, Jacksonville, is going to take that well within great territory to do some damage.
Gold, another handoff. Logan Jack this time gets a couple 3 yards on that one out to the 4. It's going to set up a 3rd and 7. Not before we reach the end of the third quarter with Jacksonville ahead by 3 possessions, 31-2 at Carolina. Carolina facing a 3rd down coming into the 4th quarter. Get your 4s up in the chat. Simulationfl on Twitch. So a 3rd and 7 near their own end zone. Xander Gold has a lot of work here, a lot of work to do here, and they elect to give a handoff to Logan Jack, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That's it. I mean, Pennypacker really got the pressure and brought him down, and that's exactly what Jacksonville's defense needed. They got the rest a little bit on that 4th quarter break, and they came back and got the drag down, and now they are going to get the ball with great field position, it looks like.
Quick snap and kick, punt away. Just tried to get rid of that one. Decent hang time for considering the position they were in. Mike St. Green cuts it out to the left side, gets it out to about the 31-yard line. So already in plus territory are the Jacksonville Kings.
Absolutely. That Mike St. Green just got him even better position because he caught that, what would you say, about the 40-ish and took it to the 31, so 9 yards. So, yeah, Mike St. Green has had a phenomenal day on special teams.
Made a couple of nice grabs as well for the offense. But definitely special teams candidate, special teams player of the week candidate. Jared Willis lowers the shoulders. Oh, a big lower of the shoulder there, making the defenders pay the price, but gets 8 yards on the reception.
That time was a violent collision he had, but he was the winner of it. The 3rd try they got him down, but he just runs with such violence and just really runs to hurt you, and that is just something that you don't see much anymore.
Defender flying. I mean, he went back like 3 yards after trying to stop Willis. It's up a 2nd and short from the Carolina 23-yard line. Pressure in the backfield, going to get dropped for a loss. Phil Hall there, make the stop.
Phil Hall there, we call his name again for another stop around the line, and he's just been a man amongst boys today, and he's really just made an impact on the game. They may be losing, but it's not because of him.
Now 3rd and 4. See how this Jacksonville offense responds. 3 down linemen for the Skyhawks. They bring 4 in pressure, and it gets there. Phil Hall's going to have another sack. Big play in the backfield for the Skyhawks.
My goodness, you have, at this point, you have to double team him, put in a running back or a fullback or even a tight end to, chip in and block him, because he is just eating up their offensive line for Jacksonville. And Carolina is really living with Phil Hall just eating up those offensive linemen.
And a stat check on that. That was Christopher Colon on the last sack there. Couldn't see the numbers. They were rolling around there in the trenches, but the field goal attempt by Anthony C is going to be up and good. 47 yards with plenty of leg on that one. Going to give Jacksonville the 34-10 lead. 8:48 in this ball game, Wade.
And yeah, now it's looking like Carolina is just really in a hole that they're slowly filling in around themselves and not helping themselves out. But they have to get points on the board, get stops if they want any chance of coming away with a victory.
So time now beginning to be a factor for the Skyhawks. Need to put some points up bunches very quickly. Prasad, the return man, he's dangerous. Can he get one going? Tries to cut out to the left side, but well covered by the... And Prasad's dragged down at the yard line.
Looked like he was about to try to turn up the field, but Jacksonville just had too many people flying to the ball, and they brought him down, but it looked like he might have saw an opening that he was trying to burst through.
Dangerous for the Skyhawks. But now lined out at the wide receiver, down at the bottom of your far left. Gold takes a shot to Harish Prasad, double teamed and intercepted. Succo Lamano now 14 interceptions on the season and gives the ball back to Jacksonville in plus territory.
And there's another interception for the league leading Succo Lamano, and he's really just tip drill right there, because that was great defense by the initial defender. But hey, when you can just take that deflection and turn up the field and take that return for a few more yards, that's, you always love that as a defensive coach.
Line with their backs against the wall. Jacksonville in plus territory. Carolina hoping for 3 points from the defense, maybe a turnover and a sack. That's a great way to start this drive. And that time it's Phil Hall to get another sack.
Yeah, my goodness, where has this been all day from Carolina? Now they come to play, and it's almost like it's too late, too little, too late. But man, if they could have played like this all day, they would not be where they are.
Carolina brings some heat, forces an errant throw out of Christensen. Mike Green diving, trying to bail out the quarterback.
Yeah, that was kind of in no man's territory right there. Just kind of all yellow jerseys all over the area, and just luckily it just went incomplete. But for Carolina, you have to say, man, why couldn't we just been right there? But unfortunately, they just couldn't have been.
Now a 3rd and 14. Jacksonville not in this position. We'll see what kind of play they draw up. Christensen, 3-step drop, quickly fires underneath to Ken Gossett, well short of the first down. I think they were just looking for the field goal, as Gossett only gets enough, gets down to the 24.
Yeah, and that's, they're in field goal territory, and really Jacksonville's looking like might throw up some more points. But hey, Carolina, they they held them to not a touchdown. So, I mean, you got to take that moral victory, but man, where was this defense in the first half?
And now out 41-yard field goal is through the uprights, plenty of leg right down the center. And now 37-10. Jacksonville on the road here in Carolina with a big lead. Atlantic Division matchup. Week 10 Simulation Football League action. Game with huge implications for the playoffs. Elsewhere in the SFL over on For the Fans, FTF Next on Twitch.tv. Florida's leading that game 17-9, also an Atlantic Division matchup. Florida, the number 1 seed in the Atlantic right now. Jacksonville, the number 2 seed. So both those teams looking to win this game. Actually, score update 17-12 in that game at Charleston.
Someone in the comments was talking about the defense. You're exactly right, sir. They were off the field in the first half, so they didn't get to have really an impact. And really, when the offense would turn it over, really, you'd get to see a shortened field, and the defense just kind of gassed, really.
Prasad in there making his comments, make sure everybody knows. Xander Gold takes a shot down the middle, post play there for Heath McDaniel Jr., gets the first down out to the 41-yard line.
And that is exactly what they need to move. Just keep on moving, and I mean, just put points on the board, because if you're you stick with the playoffs, you can take some lessons from this game. Yeah, not everything worked out. Yeah, you didn't play the best, but you can take the small victories that you did have and turn those into big wins in the playoffs.
Logan Jack blown back. Gold under center. Screen pass left side, going to be well defended. Lamano in the backfield makes the play. The SFL broadcast team is looking to add new talent to our ranks of broadcasters. Applications are being accepted now to try out for either play-by-play or analyst broadcasting position. No prior experience required, just a love for the game and a desire to succeed. The application can be found on our website at simulationfl.net/broadcast. Gold with the second 12. Going to take a quick drop and fire the slant route to Harish Prasad, caught down to the Jacksonville 46-yard line. Michael Sprouse on the tackle.
And now they're just kind of padding stats. Although Harish Prasad is playing like it's still a tied ball game. He has been phenomenal today. Unfortunately, they're on kind of a losing effort so far. But hey, you can take some positives from a lot of these players, and they can really, even though they got the loss, they can definitely take it and build on it.
The receiver up at the top of your screen. Gold going to hand off to Logan Jack, left side. Got some pulling offensive linemen, able to fight his way forward. Gets 5 yards on that carry. Jay Mart and Keenan Samuels there to make the tackle.
Great defense to limit him to 5 yards, but hey, great hard run by Logan Jack to, pick up the extra yards on the balance that he has and shows the power of his legs and just kept pushing forward.
Great player. Look in there at Succalamano, the SFL's leading interception man with 14 on the season, close to breaking the all-time record. Second 5 for the Skyhawks. They clean it out to Logan Jack, who get 4 yards for Bernard Gooden and Alex Bond tackle.
That was a pretty hard-nosed run by Logan Jack to, pick up every yard he could get, but the defense really just swarmed and stopped him. But hey, Logan Jack he is just a powerful runner and really makes people miss and really breaks through tackles.
Third and short. Jacksonville 37-yard line, 4:47 remaining in this ball game. Gold's going to fire short, and pass is going to be tipped away. Alex Bond in coverage on Heath Daniel Jr.
The game's kind of worn on him a little bit. He was doing pretty decent earlier. We kind of praised him a little bit, but he's really just kind of inaccurate so far. Just maybe getting pressured by the defense. Just having an off game so far. I mean, he's just not the most kind game for him.
Carolina 4 down territory. 3 wide receivers. Gold out there under center. Gonna fire it quickly over the middle. Pass is caught. Tony Zoma gets the first down for the Skyhawks and keeps the drive alive. Hurry up offense for the Skyhawks. Jacksonville in a 3-5 defense. Gold fires over the middle again. Pass is going to be caught short of the first down. 8-yard gain to Sam Avalos. Hurry up offense again for the Skyhawks. Logan Jack, the single back split to the right. As Gold fires over the middle, Sam Avalos moves the chains down to the Jacksonville 8-yard line, staying in the hurry up offense. 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Carolina looking to score points here at home. Harish Prasad gets in the end zone for the Skyhawks.
And that's what they needed. They needed some more points on the board, and now they can keep on going. There's plenty of time left on the board. Unfortunately, they've only got 2 timeouts, but hey, if they can get some stops, they are well within, they're only 3 scores down. So if they can just get 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, they can, they can put some points on the board. They are well within, striking distance of getting back in this ball game.
Need to keep pressure up. Whistle Jones on to attempt the extra point. Would make this a 20-point ball game. No pressure brought. Good blocking. Kick is up and good for Whistle Jones. Now 37-17, Carolina down at home. Time remaining here in the fourth quarter. Simulation 10 action. Atlantic Division game underway. Whistle Jones lining up. Looks like it's going to be an onside kick attempt. We'll see how they fare on this one. Very, very tough to recover an onside kick. Whistle Jones checks the line. Gets it away. Decent bounce. Well covered by the hand of the King.
Just an unfortunate bounce. They had an opportunity. Just Hans' team came down with it, and now it's Jacksonville ball. And unfortunately, the onside kick was not successful, which is really hard to do in this league.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of times, the first time they don't get the bounce right, but when that kicker sometimes has that second attempt at an onside kick, they sometimes can get it right on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Christensen has to throw quickly. Pressure was in his face, but finds his receiver out to the left side, able to get 8 yards on the quick drag play is Jack Wall.
Yep, Jack Wall caught that ball 8 yards down the field and then stayed in bounds. That's the key thing. Stayed in bounds and keeps this clock winding down because now they've got the ball in fairly comfortable territory, but hey, just burn the clock out and take this into the locker room with a victory.
In control of this ball game. Keep the clock moving, keep getting first down, grind. Christensen back to throw. Good pressure is going to get there. He's going to get dragged down, and Carolina's going to set up a 3rd and 5. And great defensive pressure being applied by the Skyhawks here in the second.
That's exactly what Carolina's defense needed, just to make stop after stop, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5, and if they can get this last stop and hold them and maybe get a special teams stop, they are looking like they could do some damage.
Now 3rd and 5. Carolina crowding the box, trying to put pressure on. We'll see if they drop back into coverage. Christensen, quick drop, comeback route. Grayson Willis has it and turns upfield for the first down. Stays in bounds and gets the first down for the Jacksonville King.
Really got to love the effort by Grayson Willis to catch that ball short of the first down and turn upfield just enough to get that first down, get tackled into first down territory. But that's great heads up play by Grayson Willis right there.
Now, and time to burn. We may just get right to 2-minute warning. Christensen doesn't have to snap the ball. He does. And a quick drop, fires over the middle. Pass is going to be incomplete. It's actually the backup quarterback, but we're going to hit the 2-minute warning regardless. Jacksonville up 37-17. Simulation Football League week action. Getting set to wrap up here. I'm Stephen Hacker along with Wade Phillips. For the conclusion of this matchup, Jacksonville with the ball at the Carolina 29-yard line. Throw to the left side is caught for a 4-yard out of the running back.
That used their second timeout, and now it's 3rd and 6. So, hey, they're trying to hold them, even though it's pretty much for pride at this point. Not a lot you can do as an offense to score 3 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes. But hey, there's always, you never know with the SFL, so anything can happen.
And if you're joining us on For the Fans, where you just saw the conclusion of the Charleston, Florida game, Florida won, now moving to 8-2 and clinching a playoff spot. You are joining us live from Carolina in another Atlantic Division matchup where Jacksonville, the number 2 seed right now as it sits in the division, has a 37-17 lead here at Carolina. Just trying to grind the clock out here to secure a victory and hoping to stay in this playoff hunt as you see Jacksonville in the formation. Jacksonville really capitalized on special teams play. They had a blocked field goal, a big kick return from Mike St. Green for a touchdown. They capitalized very, very greatly on turnovers from the defense as Succo Lamano had 2 interceptions, further solidifying his lead on the SFL interception category and very, very close to breaking the all-time record. Christian Christensen very much in control of this ballgame all game long, wouldn't you say, Wade?
I would definitely say that he was just picking apart the defense, really having his way with every facet of the passing game, and even calling plays to make the running game stand out. And he's just been just a whole nother level today.
And another kneel. Gonna have to trot out the field goal unit here as there's not enough time remaining. No, they can kneel on it one more time. Yeah, and they should be able to wind it out, but they may have to take the field goal. We'll see how they elect to handle the clock there. But again, this is an Atlantic Division matchup, and Jacksonville as it sits coming into this game, was the number 5 in the playoffs. Carolina was sitting at number 12, just right there on the cusp. But a loss here definitely makes playoff hopes that much harder. Now they're in the middle of they're in the thick of things as Jacksonville kneels on it one more time. They don't have to kneel on it anymore. They can just let the clock run out here. Jacksonville secures the victory. Going to move to 7-3 here on the season.
Yep, and that it helps their playoff causes, and really it just kind of reinforces what they want to do in their game plans, because they can take with what worked. They can kind of adjust their defense a little bit, use what the formations that worked in the situations, and they are looking pretty good.
Game wraps up. Jacksonville 37-17 on the road. Big win for the Kings. Come into Carolina's house and take this late season victory. Divisional matchup between the teams and helps their playoff hopes. Harish Prasad for Carolina, big day, 73 yards, had the touchdown. Really though, Wade, it felt like a good defensive performance from the Jacksonville Kings, and then just the help of the special team. They just got all the splash. Everything just went right for Jacksonville today. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for Carolina.
Absolutely, that is picture perfect of some summation of this game. Carolina, when things went wrong, when it rains, it pours. And when Jacksonville got any sign of daylight, they absolutely grabbed it, whether it be a pick six, multiple interceptions, the return touchdown. They were taking any little miscue and really making Carolina pay for it, and they really did. Mike St. Green was a threat both catching the ball and in the return game. He had a few really great returns, as well as, and I have to say, Carolina's defense in the second half, mainly the fourth quarter, really came to play. Multiple sacks, multiple, splash plays, but unfortunately in that first half, they just weren't able to really show that, because Jacksonville's offense was on, scoring fast, whether that be defense or special teams, but just not enough chances in the first half to make an impact.
Yeah, plenty of big plays, highlight plays in this game that are going to be wrapped up in the post-game show with Commissioner Cameron Irvine as well as Gerald Giudice. Player of the game here, Wade, who do you think?
I've got to say Suko Lamano. Oh, Christian Christensen.
Great defensive effort by Suko Lamano, but Christian Christensen with that 114 QBR, the touchdown, and the 216 passing yards, only 4 incompletions, is going to give him the player of the game. On For the Fans, we've been the Simulation Football League. I'm Stephen Hacker. He's Wade Phillips. Stay tuned for post-game. And just after this commercial break,